You ever spend weeks putting a plan together, and then on day one, something happens that makes half of it useless? The market moves, people change their minds. Something you were sure people wanted suddenly isn't what they want at all. And for a second, you just sit there thinking, okay, now what? That's where it gets interesting. Because when the plan starts falling apart, most people don't change the plan. They try harder to make the original plan work. Take Jordan. He spent weeks putting everything together, the targets, the timeline, the numbers. He thought it all through. So when the market changes, he doesn't really change with it. He just pushes hard. The numbers aren't moving, more calls, more meetings, more hours. The problem might be the direction, and that's a dangerous place to be. You can be incredibly disciplined and still be moving full speed in the wrong direction. Now look at Alex. Same market, same bad news, same day. She sees what's happening and doesn't spend 3 months trying to prove she was right. She changes it. A few weeks later, something else isn't working, so she drops it. Something starts getting traction, she puts more energy there, and none of this feels like failure to her, because she never promised herself the original plan had to survive. The destination mattered, the route didn't. 6 months later, Jordan is exhausted. He spent all that time trying to make yesterday's plan work. Alex has already changed direction several times, and she's further ahead. Not because she worked harder, but because she moved when the situation moved. See, when you make a plan, you make it with the information you have right now. You're making your best guess, and then reality gets a vote. Think about a pilot. They take off with a route, then the wind changes. They don't sit there thinking, but this was the route. They adjust. Same destination, different route. And we do this everywhere. A startup finds out customers don't want what it built, so it pivots. A scientist gets new evidence that doesn't fit, so the theory changes. Nobody tells the scientist, you were supposed to stick to your first guess. Because that's not the job. The job is to get closer to the truth. By the way, if this is landing, subscribe. More of these coming. And maybe that's the part we get wrong in our own lives. We confuse changing the plan with changing the goal, and they're not the same thing. If you quit every time something gets hard, that's not adaptability, that's giving up. But if the world changes and you refuse to change with it, just to avoid admitting you were wrong, that's not discipline either. That's just stubbornness and a nicer outfit. Think back over the last year of your life. How much of what matters to you today was actually in the original plan? Probably not much. So adaptability isn't about constantly changing your mind. It's about changing your mind when the evidence changes. So how do you get better at it? 3 things. 1. Hold the goal tight, but hold the plan loose. Write the plan in pencil. 2. Once a week, ask what changed and what do I do about it? 3. When something stops working, drop it fast. That time is gone either way. The people who go furthest aren't the ones with the perfect plan at the start. They're the ones who notice what's changing and move before everyone else does. So keep the goal and let the plan breathe, because your plan is only your best guess about the future. And the future never promised to cooperate. If this changed how you think about your own plans, subscribe. There's more coming.